The day went by slow enough. I had no business today, but like my pal always says, enjoy the slow days, you're gonna need it for the busy ones. After all, everyone's dying to sleep here, and I always do enjoy them. The sun should be settling down soon, and I just lit a cigarette. I finished rolling. I think I might just sleep here tonight, on my rocker, watching the moon replace the sun. A peaceful night, to match perfectly with the peaceful day I just had. Just as I was about to nod off, I heard it. A soft sound, but there was no mistaking in it. Since there's no wind tonight, that could mean either two things. Some damned kids are trying to annoy me, pretending they're spirits, or, God forbid, a poor soul that has just been mistakenly buried alive. I still remember the pale face and haunted eyes of that last man. It was almost 40 years ago. I was just a boy. I must have been around 10 or 11 years as I heard the bell ringing. While I was out playing, I ran to my pa to tell him about it, watching as he grabbed his spade and hat hurriedly and followed me to the grave. "You James McBride?" my father said. "Yes, oh God, yes. Please get me out," the man shouted. "You born October 9th, 1812? "Yes, in this very town. Help me. Stone says here you died April 24th. "I'm not dead. Please dig me up," he started weeping. "Just calm down. I'm digging you out right now." As he dug, turned to me and said, "Remember the questions asked. In case you hear the bell ring when you take over. Now go grab a spade and help me dig, boy." I didn't understand why I asked those questions, but I never understood my pa. That day has been embedded into my memory, and every time I hear a bell, it feels like it just happened yesterday. I grabbed my lantern and spade and headed off towards the sound. I swear if I catch one of them kids, I'm gonna make them pay for ruining my night. As I neared the grave, I started to run once I saw no kids scurrying away and bells still ringing. I knelt down to the copper tube that led down to the coffin. "Don't worry, Sue Connor. I'll have you out in moments time. Please hurry. Dig me up." Her voice was frantic and scared. I kept talking to her to try and calm her down, but it didn't work. She just kept begging me to dig her up. After several hours, I reached wood. It came almost pitch black by that time. The only light came from the moon and my lantern. "You're almost free, ma'am," I said, almost out of breath from the work. Once the words were out of my mouth, she started pounding on the lid of the coffin. "Bear with me, Sue. I just need to break the lock and you can get out." But she did not stop banging. After I broke off the lock with the spade, I stood up to get out of the grave so the coffin could be opened. As I stood, something on the gravestone caught my eye in the dim light of the lantern. I realised two things while Sue Connor started crackling the wood beneath my feet. One is why my pa asked those questions to the man, and second is that I completely forgot to ask Sue Connor those questions because according to the stone, she died 3 months ago. Before I had time to do anything, she broke through the woods and grabbed hold of me.